The pre-trial conference of the three petitions relating to the October 26th repeat presidential election kicked off on Tuesday morning at 11 a.m.
In the situation we're working in, if you come here and tell us that documents were served in your office, you don't know about them, that's your own problem. Your office is supposed to know the urgency of these matters and bring them to your attention. I told you we were here close to midnight last night.
My Lord. With President Uhuru Kenyatta lawyers making an application to have documents filed outside of the 7 days deadline removed from the court records. Lawyer Fred Ngatia told the Supreme Court judges to expunge 5 internal memos from IEBC which were part of documents in the petition on grounds that the documents were illegally and unlawfully obtained from the electoral body. However, lawyer Julie Soweto, representing petitioners Njonjo Mue and Khalif Khalifa, argued that the president cannot ask the court to expunge documents from the petition. She claimed that the respondent has not shown what prejudice he will suffer if the memos were used in the case, adding that the president cannot purport to hold brief for the IEBC and its chair in relation to the documents.
Documents that are sought to be struck out are documents that are in the public domain. Those documents and their contents form a critical part of the grounds in the petition, touching on the independence, the conduct, impartiality and neutrality of how the first and the second respondents conducted itself and their affairs.
The Supreme Court further received an application from the president's lawyers to remove the fourth respondent's National Super Alliance NASA from the main petition, challenging the validity of President Uhuru's re-election. The lawyers argued that NASA boycotted the repeat presidential election and cannot be allowed to file a new petition through a backdoor as the fourth respondent.
So this is not really a response as we understand it. This is another petition. Why do I say this, my lords? It is quite elementary that if once a respondent has been served with a petition, a respondent who does not wish to oppose it files a notice within 3 days. Once he has filed that notice, he keeps quiet and silent forever.
Our appearance before you is proper, and that our submissions before you are proper. I believe the right place to do that is during the hearing of the petition. As we have been able to show, we do have, and both the petitioner and the third respondent themselves have laid the basis for us to be before you and for us to come and place matters before you.
In another application, the petitioner argued that IEBC should be compelled to provide copies of minutes relating to the repeat presidential election, copies of internal memos, a full KPMG report on voter registration, and information contained in the KIMS kits for the purposes of scrutiny.
Gives us the apprehension that either the document that we've served the petitioners, they did not look at those documents and read and actually find that information, or we don't know how to actually even comprehend this application, because this information has already been provided to them, and in fact they have proven from the way they have used some of those information in the variances which they have used, and those variances, small variances, we have actually explained in the response to the petition, in the affidavits of Silas Njeru and Hussein Marjan.
We have been accused of not reading.
Before you go there, now that you have that key, hard disk, do you want us to give you time to peruse through it and see whether the information you seek is there, so that we don't even have to rule over this on this application?
My Lord, I think that might not be necessary, because what we want is live access, not pre-downloaded data whose origin is not verifiable.
The judges are set to deliver the rulings before the main hearing of the petition. The Supreme Court judges have until Tuesday next week to hear and make a determination on the presidential petitions challenging the win of President Uhuru Kenyatta in the October 26th repeat poll. Ben Chumba reporting for Channel 1 News Hour.
That's why I said I cannot be dishonest.